Hello, everybody. Just checking out some things before we start tonight. Playing around a little bit with this new restream. I want to see if I could change some of the graphics. Graphics overlay. No. Background. Can I add a background? I got to upgrade to professional. And I'll wait for that until we figure it out. How's it going, everybody? Just getting some things settled here. I want to check a couple things on Facebook and see if this is working right. Had some issues the other night, and I'm just trying to see what's going on here. So let's see. Facebook. And okay, we'll move this guy over here. Okay. I don't need to hear the sound on that one, so that's fine. How's it going, everybody? And I'm going to turn on my Eagle. I'll be right back. How's it going, everybody? I'm just getting ready for tonight's show. I'm going to be talking a little bit about rigs and telescopes and all that kind of stuff. So we're getting ready. So and let me see. Okay, I see you. I'm trying to get this thing set up a little bit, and getting coffee. No coffee. Wow, that's annoying. Okay. Hey, Tarek, I'm getting Facebook messages on here. That's great. Okay, something's working right. How's it going? I'm just getting ready to start up. I got about 15 minutes before I'm playing around. I'm playing around here with the stuff. So, yeah, I see you're the only one watching on Facebook. So, I'm just pushing it out now to see. Um, at least you got your new scope. That's great. I'm still waiting on mine. Let's see. What's today? Oh, today marks exactly 6 months I've been waiting for my telescope. Yeah, still waiting. Hi, Astra. What's up, girl? I'm online. I can't play now. Hello, everybody. How you doing? I'm going to be starting in about 13 minutes or so, about 8 o'clock. I just started the stream now. Started a little bit early. So my name's Dan. I'm at Astro World. And pretty much tonight what we're just going to be talking about is telescopes and astrophotography rigs. So I'm going to talk a little bit about, for astrophotography, I'm going to talk a little bit about Sequence Generator Pro. And I have my Eagle set up so we can take a look at it together. I just got a question from Tarek. How many do I have? Now I have 5. 2 of them are visual, and 2 of them are set up for astrophotography. So I'm going to have 2 more coming. So I'll have a 120 Esprit and a 127 carbon fiber from Explore Scientific coming. So I don't know. We'll just have to see. You know, and what I could do is I could play around with a couple of things. I could play around with what you call it, Blackwater Skies or astronomy.tools to see what will fit on certain chips and scopes and flatteners and all that. So we're going to be getting ready in about 10 minutes, and we'll talk about that stuff. And I think I'll have a buddy coming on with me. I'm going to try and send him the link right now, and let's see if I can get on Facebook and send it to him. And Scott, if you see that link, you could click on that, and then I'll bring you on in. As long as you got your, and I got to put a headset on because I actually can probably hear you, right? So, yeah, well, Tarek, you know, you take some great shots, man. So you just keep. So I don't know how big I am, but I know that you're pretty big too. So you do some good work. So it's nice to. It's good to know you can get your input. So you're nothing to sneeze at, my friend. So. And of course, these aren't working, so I'm just going to put on my headset because it's a lot easier. I'll look silly, but that's okay. Let's put on my headset here. Makes my hair go away, which is good because I need a haircut. How's it going, everybody? I am here. I'm just getting set up, playing around a little bit for the next 10 minutes, trying to get things set up the way I like it. So. And I wonder if there's a way that I don't have to hear myself. Yeah, I'm sure, Tarek. You're, and I just heard myself again. So let's see what I can. I appreciate it, Tarek, and you know what we have a core. I guess 15 to 20 people that watch us every week on Wednesday nights, and you're definitely part of that family. And it's very interesting that I got a message from George, and George, who is one of our show's watchers as well, and I thought it was George, so I was talking to him. And it turned out somebody being impersonating him and misspelling his name by 1. And I thought it was him, so I was talking to him. So I was like, I finally caught on, and somebody wanted to give me a grant or something. So I was like, oh yeah, by the way, did you get that 19-inch edge that you were trying to get? And of course, we know that the 19-inch edge does not exist. So So he said, oh, yeah, I got it. No problem. I said, good. When you got it, show me pictures. I'm still wondering if I can just shut myself up here. Share screen, disable camera, mute. No, there's my buddy. My buddy's going to come on right now. And yeah. There we go. And you're on.
What's up?
What's up, Mr. Scott?
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
I've got a couple of things going here. Let me shut the other one off so I'm not getting a wild echo. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm actually hearing myself. I haven't been able to figure out how to mute myself in the earpieces. I'm trying to figure that out because
technical difficulties.
Let's see. Turn that mute off there. Nah, not really. Just trying to figure this out before we start. I see we got some more YouTube people coming on. So thank you everybody for coming on.
Nice.
Tonight we're going to be talking about a couple of things. I know Scott's got a couple of things that he probably wants to talk about, and we'll just see where it goes. So basically tonight is just going to be about you. So just come on down and ask any questions you want regarding your rig, whether that be observational astronomy or astrophotography. And we may not have all the answers, and that's okay. This is a double-edged sword where we learn from you just as much as you learn from us. Hopefully, we're not all pretty and just good-looking guys. But we're
definitely not that good looking.
Actually, I've been seeing the Facebook chats, Jazzy. So if you do chat in there, I'm able to see it.
Yeah, I got it as well. The weather is lousy, Tariq. The weather is lousy. At least up in upstate New York, it's been raining like crazy. It hasn't stopped in like 3 days.
That might be it, Jazzy. That might be it. So I'm trying to figure out what's live and what's not because you're not talking and I'm trying to figure out what's going on here and why. And I hear you. Hey, you know, for $19 a month, this is a pretty easy type of thing. We're going to be working on a different platform and streaming to this through here, but it's
lived
funny.
Here all my life.
Where is it? Now I got to figure this out because I see you live. Where is this coming from? Oh, I got it. I'm stupid. Okay. There we go. Talk. Scott, talk.
Yeah.
There we go. Good. Awesome. Now I don't hear myself. Yeah, there we go. Now I was getting annoyed because it was kind of weird. My Facebook page was actually open because I thought I wasn't going to get the chats, but I don't know if you could see the chats coming across the side.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So I wasn't sure if you're able to see that as well, but so now because I had Facebook over here on my right monitor, and I had this one on left. So I guess we're good now. So we're actually getting all the Facebook chats, which is nice. So I think you're gonna have to go to the Dan Higgins or Astroworld page, and that's how you're gonna be able to communicate with us via Facebook, or just go to the YouTube page and go there as well. So nice.
Yeah, I can see Jazzy and Tariq. And,
yep.
Of course, you.
Yeah, I just did a test to see if it worked.
Yep.
And yeah. So we got about 3 minutes before we start. I let's see, I know I put it to some of the. It only went to about 5 of the Facebook pages that I was going for. Mm-hmm. So that's being Facebook bombed, I guess, for whatever. But Jazzy J's making fun of us. That's okay. So if any of you guys have looked at Neef, you may or may not recognize me this weekend. I was the crazy Eddie salesman for Camera Concepts that I actually got a response from Dylan O'Donnell that
Nice.
that he was a friend of mine actually sent me a text of stuff that he was saying, and it was all good fun. There was nothing bad, but so I tweeted him on the side. I was like, you love me, man. I gave him a picture like this, so. So he's like, oh yeah, no, it was awesome, man. It's cool. So I was like, all right, So maybe we could get him on the show on Wednesday nights eventually if he
Yeah, Dylan's cool. Dylan's
would
cool.
be
Yeah,
so
I've heard
gracious.
a lot from him.
Yeah, oh yeah. I make it a point to watch his 500 rule video at least once a month.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the 500 video?
I saw the one. I haven't seen the latest one.
Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll just show it because it's like a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so when we start, I hope I don't get in trouble. When we start, we'll talk about a little thing. We'll show it. I think it's a minute long, and I'll
Nice.
get it queued up real quick because it's kind of funny. I hope you guys could hear it because I'm not sure how this is going to work with the share screen and the audio. Hey Jim, how you doing? What's going on? This is actually a pretty neat little program, I got to say.
Yeah. You like my new hat, by the way?
I do. Did they give that to you for free with the focuser or?
Well, no, it wasn't for free.
Nah, I think so. Yeah. There you go. I got
my baseball caps, man.
Yeah, I got the the Obsession T-shirt that I've had for now 10 years. I think I've had my this year now maybe 10. No, because I've been married 14 years. I've had that telescope. 2007.
Wow.
I love that scope. I just wish me and another customer were talking about if Dave would just sell the hardware for the 18-inch ultra compact, so I could take my 18-inch mirror and plop it in there. That is an Obsession mirror, from Obsession. So I said, listen, I'm getting, it's not coming out as much because it's not really, I don't have a really good place to take it out because the skies in New York, as you know, are less than, at least on Long Island are less than pristine. So it only comes out at star parties or something like that, where I could kind of do the observational astronomy and the astrophotography at the same time. So,
I mean, an 18-inch Dob is amazing.
Oh, 4.2, it's awesome. Yeah. I mean, I unlike you will need about a 2-step ladder. I'm a little bit on the short side, so Jim's over at in rainy Michigan. So I guess tonight, now it's 8:00. Tonight is really basically about any questions that I'm going to be doing this every Monday night, and Scott may or may not be with us every Monday night, or Scott may do it on his own on a Monday night. Who knows? Basically, whoever, last week we had on just at the spur of the moment, wasn't even planned. We had Tom Bramwell, who just decided to jump on from Prima Luce Lab. And for those of you that don't know Prima Luce Lab and what they do, they have a product called the Eagle, amongst other products. That basically is a Windows Enterprise computer and Duke controller and Wi-Fi's hotspot, and it just does everything. Everything the ASI Air does, except you're just not stuck with ZWO. You can do whatever you want with it.
Love mine.
It comes at a cost. It does come at a cost. It is the creme de la creme of computer control for a telescope. Prices go from, I think, $10.95 to $21.95. 3 different models, but yeah, I actually have mine hooked up so I can show you kind of what it, we can share a screen, look at it. Well, let me see if I can get that 500 rule up real quick on YouTube. And I don't know if you could hear it. I'm gonna test a YouTube, just a YouTube.
I can tell you while he's doing that, I can tell you the thing that I just absolutely love about that Prima Luce Eagle is with the wireless access point that I have outside. I tie into that, and I can literally control every aspect of that telescope, just about every except for the manual stuff, right from my couch. And I can switch from my laptop, from my Mac to an iPad seamlessly. It's just like that. And it's just the bomb. I mean, if you're in the market for a a telescope control system, you're not going to do better than Eagle. No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. I mean, it's just. I mean, it is the creme de la creme.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I think he's saying Tom's actually on. I think he's complaining that you're.
Look at that.
I think he's complaining that you're pronouncing it wrong. So if I get that, it's Prima Luce, not Prima Luce. us New York people like to forget about it.
You got an accent there, brother.
No, I don't got an accent. Everybody else in the country's got an accent.
That's right.
So I just want to see if you guys have sound when I do this. Tell me if you guys could hear it. And I'm just going to test it real quick before I oh, wow, that's cool. I could do it this way. All right, forget it. I'll do this. And screen two.
His spider senses were tingling, man.
Just tell me. Yeah, exactly. So tell me if you could hear this.
Not yet.
You can't hear it?
No.
Hold on.
Yeah, they can hear you, but he's trying to play a video.
No, I mean, can you hear the music, Dan?
I cannot.
All right.
I see your screen changed, but yeah.
Let's see.
Nope. Dan says no.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I could share it. Okay. Don't worry about it. I'm not sure how this one works. I'll do it another time. But if you haven't seen it,
work the bugs out later.
Yeah, I'll turn this off now. I'll stop the share screen because obviously it's not working, and that's it. So if you haven't seen it, go check out the 500 rule video by Dylan O'Donnell. I'll tell you right now, you will be laughing your pants off. Mm-hmm. It's a 1-minute thing, and it's great. So Greg actually said, thank you for the Eagle setup videos. I just got one. Just watched all of them once in advance and once set up. Couldn't have done it without them. A big help. Hey, listen, when you're dealing with something that is as advanced, and I'm about to come up with an Eagle 4 update because there is some extra stuff now that has been introduced with the Eagle 4, including the eye, to my eye. Basically, it's a really, really cool way to judge the darkness of your sky, and it's all incorporated in the Eagle, but with a camera, onboard camera, and it also has GPS now.
Don't they have seeing in there as well?
No, it's an SQM reading. It's a sky quality reading. Okay. Based on pretty much what you're used to, either with the hand controller thing that you have, or something like that. And you know what? I tested it here in New York, and it came pretty close to what Clear Dark Sky came
Bortle?
up with. Not Bortle, the SQM reading.
Oh, right.
So it came at my whopping 18.9. So yeah. Not good.
Well, I mean, it's Long Island. What do you expect?
Yeah, I mean, a long cry from the 20.9 or 21 that I had over in North Carolina when I was there. So that was nice.
Yeah.
But you're welcome, Greg. No problem. Anything else? If you have any questions about the Eagle, let me know. Feel free, and you can hit me up on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Not a problem. Tom's at a 21.2. Tom, okay, we now hate Tom now. So instead of hating Jason now we hate you, Tom. So 21.2. That's why you get all those wonderful pictures, Tom. So it's not the Eagle, it's your skies. So, or maybe it's a combo. But yeah, so that's a really awesome thing. I mean, and listen, there's a place for it's okay to hate me. There's a place for stuff like the ASI Air, and there is a place for that. But if you want, if you're a brand loyalist, and I am turning into one thanks to Tom. But if you're a brand loyalist and you're gonna go all ZWO and you don't have any issues with anything, like there are plenty of people for $300
Mm.
at that price point. You can't beat it, but
Yeah.
it comes with its own limitations as well.
Yeah.
So you're stuck with Raspberry Pi. You know, you don't have as functional guiding as, you know, you can't really change a lot of things. The good thing is you're not going to break the software in it, right?
Yep.
You know, you're not going to break the
True.
software in it. But, you know, Windows is Windows. You know, Windows breaks sometimes, and it likes to give you a nice BSOD, blue screen of death.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Tom. You said it exactly right. ASI is great if you're in the ecosystem and want to play without Windows. And I'll be honest with you, I like having Sharp Cap on my Eagle
Mm-hmm.
because I could live stack with it, and I know it.
Mm-hmm.
I like to have Stellarium on my Eagle because I have my custom landscape for my backyard, so I know
Yep.
if a star is going to go in front of a tree or a telephone line. As if you've been watching the show, if you know my problems with telephone lines. It's really just an awesome. The Eagle is just amazing, and now that it's got GPS, you don't have to do anything. So how do you like your GP? How do you like your Eagle, Scott?
Well, yeah, it's phenomenal. You know, Dan helped me out a great deal because for the last 20 years I'm nothing but a Mac guy. I mean, we got nothing but Macs in this house. I've got like 6 Mac computers, and
You're
I mean,
still
it's
a
just
Mac guy.
yeah. So, you know, going from that Mac environment to the Windows environment, it was a little learning curve, but it wasn't too bad. Now I'm used to it. It's wonderful. And you know, I too I'm getting a new mount, and the mount has the ability to control the mount through Sky Safari, and I can put that right on the Eagle, and you know, I've got it on my phone, I got it on my tablet, got it on the main computer, and you can control everything right there. It's just freaking awesome. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I don't know if you know that Tom is a long-term Apple employee and
Uh-huh.
left Apple to go to Prima Luce.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, Tom has a long history with Mac OS and all
Oh
that,
yeah.
which I'm sure has helped him in his career now. So that's glad you made the jump over to running Prima Luce USA. So congratulations on that, Tom. I'll
Yep.
just throw that out there.
We go all the way back to Mac C.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
that's a few years ago.
You know, listen. I'll put my Commodore 64 against any Atari anywhere. So, so you know, my
Yeah.
Atari 800 XL versus Commodore 64. I'll take the Commodore.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, um, Astro is easier on Windows. Yeah,
It's
well,
true.
it is true, and you know what? It's slowly becoming untrue
Mm-hmm.
because more and more things are going to be able to be run on, you know, Mac OS. The biggest thing with I guess the biggest thing that people have a concern about is bringing your MacBook Pro that costs you $2,000 into the field, taking astrophotography,
Yeah.
and everybody knows the dew problems that go out in the field when you're out there. And if you don't
Yep.
have a dew solution for your laptop, the next thing you know, I've seen this happen
Mm-hmm.
where, oh geez, George, George, I was just talking about you, but anyway, you know, I've seen this happen at Cherry Springs where a guy had his MacBook Pro and he was running, you know, he was running in a shell, he was running Windows,
Yep.
you know, he was using Parallels or Boot Camp or whatever
Mm-hmm.
he was using,
Yep.
and and he's running, you know, whatever, and some dude got into the case and shorted out the
Yep.
whole laptop, and there goes
Yep.
his $2,000 laptop. So
Yep.
I guess the running thing is, okay, would you rather, you know, you don't need a souped up laptop to acquire images. I ran it
Yep.
on a Windows XP machine for years.
Yep.
And would you rather replace a $200 Windows XP machine or a $2,000 Mac OS?
Sure.
And now you're gonna spend it on a $2,000 Eagle. So
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
this,
and I can run everything that I need right from an iPad. You know, it's not optimal to run it from an iPad, but I can do it. You know, it's easier to do it on the computer itself, the laptop, but I can do it on the iPad. I've run entire sequences on the iPad, and it works
Sure.
fine. It takes a little getting used to, but once you figure out the learning curve, it's no problem.
Yeah, because you know what, it's so what a lot of people have a little problem wrapping their minds around, I think, is that if your computer, because you logging into another computer with the Eagle, you know, so you're logging, same thing with the ASI Air.
Yep.
You're logging into another computer. So I had an issue when I first got the Eagle. Not an issue, but just me. That I had a cruddy computer that was logging in, and my battery died. And I was like, oh no, now I got to do everything all over again. I got to do my polar alignment over again. Because when, you know, back in the day when everybody was running off a laptop, like this.
Yeah.
And then I go, oh man, let me so I log back in and the Eagle's still running.
Yeah.
And still doing the sequence. I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. You know, it's just, you know, it's going to run whether you're logged in or not.
Right.
So, and that's
Right.
one of the really cool things about it. So you know, you don't have to worry about it because all incorporated.
Well, yeah, and you know that the Microsoft Remote Desktop is seamless. I mean, it's seamless. It makes the union between those two environments, the OS and the Mac environment, you know, and the Android environment, or not Android, the Windows environment.
Yeah,
seamless.
Yeah, I mean, really, you're
easy.
just using your laptop to log into a Windows computer, and then you're running the Eagle. You're not running your laptop, so it doesn't matter what you have. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, Jim, that's absolutely right. I do that. I take my laptop upstairs and I just tie the laptop into my Apple TV and just right through my Apple TV up onto the big 65, and it's freaking awesome.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, usually when I'm doing imaging, my wife's watching like Downton Abbey or something. I don't know, whatever she's watching.
Yep. Well, you got to keep Mama happy, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And right now she's not feeling too well. She's got her second vaccine today, so not today, yesterday. So she's feeling the effects today. So
yeah.
Tom, maybe you could answer this. George is asking when the Eagle Extreme is coming out. I think it just did. You know,
the 4.
Yeah. Well, Extreme may be 5 if you think about it, but you know, you got to give him a chance to catch up with the 4. I think. I mean, let him get a breather. So.
Yeah.
Mine is tomorrow. Jazzy, what does that mean? Mine is tomorrow. Are you getting your Eagle tomorrow? Is that what you're telling me? I don't know. We'll find out. Possibly. What are you looking at?
Oh, I just heard some. I do have a new puppy in the house, so yeah.
Oh, that's right. You got the new puppy.
In this chair and disappear for a second.
No, that's okay. So let's see if I could do this really quick and connect to yeah, there we go. And then I'll bring this over to screen 2 so I could. This is awesome having 2 screens. I love it. And I could share the screen here. Share. And there we go.
Oh yeah. There you go.
And you'll see, and for those I have the Eagle 3. The Eagle 4 is actually the screen on the Eagle 4 is just awesome. But Jazzy's second shot. Yeah, so I mean, we're all gonna get our shots eventually, I guess. You know, it's just What are you gonna do? Eagle 4 Pro #1 is a beast. There will be no larger. It will only be bettered by my next Eagle. Yeah. You know, the Eagle 5. Let's see. If there was something I want in the Eagle 5, what would I want? What would I want?
Cappuccino machine. Built in.
USB-C might be nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think you have a USB-C. I think you have one USB-C in the Eagle 4, if I remember right. I think there's one in there. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm fully committed to USB-C. That's everything Mac now.
Yep.
Mac doesn't have anything but USB-C.
It looks like he's putting out some specs for the 508, 32 gig of RAM, 2 terabyte
2
hard
terabyte.
drive,
Nice.
and Wi-Fi 6. Well, let's see how Wi-Fi 6 goes. It's still, yeah. I thought the USB-C was in there. I thought I saw one. What else? Maybe as an accessory for the Eagle, even the Eagle 4, some sort of display, like a HDMI display. So when you're out in the field, you don't have to hook up something. Like if you need to see the screen and you can't log in, your IP address got messed up or something. Maybe something like that. I don't know.
Well, it does have an HDMI.
No, it's got an HDMI. No, like an accessory that you got, a small accessory for like a screen that you can put on top of the Eagle.
Oh,
You
kind
know.
of like what photographers use.
Yeah. A little guy
what
like the size of, like maybe a 4 or 5 inch, screen.
Yeah.
That has a quarter 20 or I'm sorry, not quarter 20, like the M5, and you just screw it from the top and you put it right in the Eagle.
Yep. Small touch screen available. Yeah.
Yeah, but Tom, they're not red. They need to be red. They need to be red. So you need to make a red one, and it's got to say Prima Luce on the back. That's so and you sell it for $199. I mean, come on. But yeah, what else would I? Let's see if there's anything else that I would like. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I mean, you want the screen to stay on the telescope? No, just pop it on the Eagle. Just like leave it on top, like a flippy. A 17-inch. That's a little big. I mean, I'm talking about in the field, like a field monitor or something, just in case something happens.
Yeah.
I have one. I have one that I use, and I bought one, but it's not it's too big. I can't get anything smaller than like 5 inches or 6 inches.
Yeah, that's funny because I was thinking about the the ears that are on the Losmondi tripod that I bought, right?
Yeah.
That fit for the Gemini.
Yep.
I was thinking about modifying that and putting a small screen, that I could tie into HDMI right to the Eagle.
Yeah.
Thinking about screwing around, work. Trying to do something like that. Because I've got that big battery, I can run an LED, screen off of that big battery, no problem at all.
You got the Goal Zero going.
Yeah, that big Goal Zero 1,000 watt hour. Yeah.
Thing's a monster.
It is.
Thing's a monster. Yeah. I got my little 30 amp hour, and I thought that was good. But here, again, and I know this is turning out to be an Eagle show, and I kind of wasn't really planning on doing this, but since nobody's really asking questions, I'm going to do what I want. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I love the Dan Luce thing. I don't know. I think I might be sued by Filippo if I do that. No, you should be Danny, D-A-N-I, Danny Luce.
Oh, Tom's got a Goal Zero.
Yep. Oh, yeah. It's yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to get one now because it's it's a cool thing to do. So
they're awesome.
But with this, you could really it's just a Windows desktop. It's just got a nice red Eagle background, and you can see all the garbage I have on there. And Tom's probably having a conniption right now because of all the stuff on my desktop. I have 15,000 Secrets Generator Pro things. Some I don't even use. Greg got the Eagle 4S. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's what it's called, Jazzy. It's called the Goal Zero.
Yep. That's exactly it.
They don't make the one that I have anymore. They actually upgraded it. Yeah, that's the one I've got.
Yep.
That's the one I got. I got the 1,000, the 1,000 watt hour. Yep. They upgraded it to the 1,500.
That's pretty big, isn't it?
It's a big battery. Well, they make them all the way up to 6,000.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to power a house. I'm trying to power a telescope.
Yeah. But the 500 would probably do you just fine.
Yeah. Yep.
It's only about that big. 500.
Yeah, but
not that big.
How long would that last for if
Oh,
you
quite a
know
while.
imaging?
Oh, it's easily a night's of session.
Oh,
Imaging.
I was
Oh
gonna
yeah,
say a
easily.
weekend.
Yeah, you could probably, yeah. And the nice thing about the Goal Zero too is that it's you can get a briefcase um solar panel for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
actually, I have the Jackery one.
mhm. Yeah.
I don't know if that would work. That probably wouldn't work. I think they're 2 full nights. Yeah, that's what I figured because
Yep.
my 30 amp hour battery lasts excuse me, a night and a half without a charge in Cherry Springs. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to Cherry Springs in the wintertime. I'm gonna get stuck up there, but but yeah,
Yeah.
he's got the solar panel too.
I'll show you the solar panel. Oh.
Oh my God, the thing is huge. Oh my God.
And that's folded in half.
Yeah, but why is it so big? How fast does it charge your battery up?
That will charge the 1,000 in probably about 10 to 12 hours, fully
That's not
charged from dead.
that's not bad. I mean,
But you can also run it. You can use the battery with this plugged in.
yeah. So it like constantly charges.
What was that?
So it constantly charges.
Yes, that's right. Now, of course, it's not going to work at night, but during the daytime.
Well, yeah, that's but this is I thought yours was big. This is mine. That's my solar panel.
Yeah,
And
that's the briefcase one. It's
yeah. This is a tri panel though.
Yep. Oh yeah, I have something similar to that. I have a backpacking version that let's see if I can.
My buddy Nancy is on. Hi, Nance. Is the Eagle the same as using the ASI Air Pro?
No.
So in okay, let's think of it a different way. In theory, yes, it is. There you go.
That's the small one from Goal Zero that I used to charge my Sherpa.
Yeah, this I bought because I thought that when COVID started, that I thought we were gonna turn out like Revolution and not have any power anywhere. So I bought that. I went to like
Yep.
COVID like kind of craziness, and I have like 18 gallons of water in a storage facility.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. But in theory, I guess let me get this off so we can kind of let me turn this off so we can kind of look at each other. So we don't need that anymore. The Eagle, in theory, is technically the same concept, I guess, with the exception of the fact that the ASI Air is only for ASI Air components or DSLR, and that's it. If
like
you
the
want,
core.
yeah, like the core. And I just found out recently the core is very specific too. I have the Anderson power pole cable. It's in there. That works.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dan's Astro Apocalypse bunker. Yeah, my little closet back here, but so it does the same things, but the Eagle is a lot more functional, I guess, or not functional. It's not a lot more functional. It's a lot more versatile, I guess.
It's a full-on Windows computer.
Yeah. And so Nancy, I mean, if you are, I think I know a little bit about your rig. I know she's actually part of my astronomy group on Long Island, that I really don't go to anymore. But not for any particular reason. I'm just too lazy on Sundays. But
right. Islanders game.
Islander game, or just hung over from Saturday night, one or the other. Okay, would it work with it? Yes, Nancy. So here's the thing with the I know I seem like I'm I don't want to say it, but I think I'm like a Prima Luce salesman, but it's not. ASI runs on Raspberry Pi.
Does it? I didn't think it ran on the Linux system.
No, it runs on as far as I know, it doesn't.
I don't think so.
But the ASI Air has its own proprietary software with some caveats.
Yep.
It does have a scaled down version of PhD2 guiding. But as far as everything else is concerned, it's all proprietary software, ZWO. So the ASI Air will accept, it's Ubuntu. That's right. Thank you, George. And so you can use any ZWO camera with the ASI Air. You can use DSLR. I think almost any model with ASI Air, not mirrorless though, no mirrorless. Now with your Eagle, on the other hand, you could use any camera you want. Now I'm not talking about the core. I'm talking about your standard Eagle models, your Eagle S and your Eagle Pro. You're still going to get you got to get the software to run. So you need some sort of sequencing software like SharpCap, like Sequence Generator Pro, like Nina, like whatever you want to do. It'll run everything that you need, so it will be compatible to any camera that you want, as long as your software recognizes it. And now the cool thing is that SGP, Sequence Generator Pro, will turn off your Eagle now. It's got power switches that you can switch off at the end. At the end of the sequence, it'll turn off everything. Before, you had to wake up in the morning and turn it off. It was running while you were sleeping and not doing anything. But now it'll do it because it's got Eagle now has ASCOM drivers, believe it or not. So, which is pretty awesome. To escape ASI product dependency, you can use a Stellar Mate appliance.
Stellar Mate.
Stop. Let's think about this, George, for a second. Okay, so you're right, George. You're right. I don't know if do you know anything about the Stellar Mate? No. Okay. So the Stellar Mate is the Raspberry Pi answer by Stellar Mate for the ASI Air.
Okay.
I did a review of the Stellar Mate when it came out, I guess about a year ago.
Okay.
And basically I took it and threw it over my shoulder because I was so annoyed at it's not as user friendly by far. Even though it's compatible with all these cameras and it's compatible with everything else, it's just it uses K-Stars, which is a program out there that it's very difficult for me. I found it very difficult to use, and I know a lot of these programs, and I handle Sequence Generator Pro no problem, and I find this thing and the connection was just horrible. Thank you, Jared. Yes, it is. It's junk. That's why I threw it over my shoulder. I was like, you see this? Don't buy it. I threw it over my shoulder, and that was it. And I sent it back. But
well, yeah, I mean it's what my friend Pete Myers out at Farpoint. He said, buy once, cry once. You know?
Yep.
I mean, spend that little extra bit of money, and you never have to do it again.
I thought I did that. I thought I would never have to do it again when I bought my Alienware computer. But after a year, I want to throw that in the garbage. But but yeah, I mean, so Nancy, Jared, whatever. If you guys have any questions, hey, Alan's on. Hi, Alan. How you doing? If you guys have any questions, feel free. Go ahead.
No, I'm just reading the comments. Yep. Tariq's talking about it. Yep.
Yep.
Pi 4. Yeah. Yep.
So what do you got going on? What do you got going on with you? I know you're working on your C14 and trying to get that rolling. What do you got going on? Have you taken any shots recently, or?
Yeah, well, the only stuff that I've been doing recently, because I've been having a hell of a time with the off-axis guider from ZWO at 2737 millimeter. I get 2 stars.
Yeah.
2 stars if I'm lucky.
I mean, I wish I had something small. I would show you the size of this mirror. I mean, if you just take the pick-off mirror, it's about the size of an earbud. I mean, that's how small this is. But you got something better, didn't you?
This one here. This is what we just purchased, and there's a video up. Dan's going to put the video up on his site. It's up on my site as well. But this is the one that we got now. This is from Astrodon, and it's their MOAG. And that pickoff mirror that you see there, I don't know how well you can see that, but that pickoff mirror is 12.4 millimeters on the side.
Wow.
It's a monster.
Wow.
It's a monster. This thing is incredible. And what I really like about it, I know that people they like their filter wheels and such. I'm a landscape. I cut my teeth in landscape photography, you know, and I'm a portrait photographer and such. But I use a system from Wine Country Camera that's very similar to this, and it uses a filter slider, right? And I'll show you what I mean by that. It's got to get it right here. What these things do is these. This is all billeted aluminum, by the way. In this case, they got all the filter sliders for each of the filters. So this will fit a full set, LRGB. And all of your narrowband, all of them, right? So you take this bad boy, and it's again billeted aluminum. Okay, it's heavy. Just wait, this thing weighs like 2 ounces. It's heavy. It's all aluminum, and this whole thing, I don't know how well. I don't know if you can actually see it. You see those silver points?
Yep.
Inside there, those are compression ball bearings.
I'm gonna make you full screen. Hold on. There you go.
Those are compression ball bearings, right? And on this unit, it has these two little in the corners, right? So when you slide this bad boy in there, it is a positive lock, and it clicks in, and it's solid, it won't fall out. It will not.
I was
out
so waiting for that to fall out on live TV.
And of course it would, of course, you know. But it comes right out, and the tolerances on this, it is so tight that if I hold that up there, I can barely see any light coming through there. It's an incredibly tight tolerance in that slot. So if you're looking for a top of the line off-axis guider, this is your deal right here. I don't think there's a better off-axis guider on the market right now than this thing. MOAG from Astrodon, Farpoint Astro. These things are incredible.
That's awesome. I can't wait to take a look at your video too.
Oh.
And if you guys don't know about Scott's channel, it's Astro Playground, and he's got some really cool stuff on there. And feel free to check him out on his site because there we go. New doggy is here.
And this is Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
And Nathan, and this the fuzzy is Rocky.
Rocky like the
Rocky
boxer.
Is brand new.
I have to take him out.
He's got to go. Go ahead, take him out.
Well, it doesn't work if I do it because he will get distracted.
Well, just hook him up and take him out. He'll be all right. So, yeah, like I said, new puppy.
Yeah, hell yeah. So.
That and we've got our new mount coming as well, and I think Dan and I are gonna probably do a tag team on that new mount because it's a serious piece of hardware.
Yeah, the Rainbow Astro. Yeah,
that Rainbow Robotics, man, is just incredible piece of machinery.
At 8,500, it better be be a good piece of machinery.
I have to buy it again though.
I'm just happy to get my $1,500 mount from Arizona at Deep Space Products. I'm just happy to get that back, you know. But it's not a harmonically driven system and all that. Can you show us your Eagle setup on scope? What are you just looking for a picture of the scope on the Eagle? Is that what you're looking for, Greg? Because I'm sure we both have pictures.
Oh yeah. Here, I'm not exactly sure how to put a picture up, Dan. You'll have to show me how to do that.
If you go on the bottom of the screen, there is a picture of a laptop computer with an arrow, third icon.
Yeah, it's X'd out. You have to give.
Yeah, just click on it.
Oh.
And then it'll say which screen you want to share. That's it.
Cool. Okay, so is it screen sharing now?
Hold on, I got to turn it on. It'll be on. Give me a second.
Let's see.
There we go.
Okay, so if we go over here to,
and I'll make you wide field and.
Oh yeah, Let me scroll down through some of this stuff.
All right, well, let me turn that off first before I'll turn it off and tell me when you're ready, and I'll just do it when you're ready.
Yeah, go ahead.
And let me make it. There we go. And
Did it come up?
yeah, it came up, and I guess it's tough to see. Can you zoom in a little bit?
Hold on. That right there is full screen. So if I zoom in, let's see, can I do that? I can.
Yeah, you
Yes, I
just hit the
can.
plus.
Here,
Yeah.
here you go.
There you go. Yeah, we can see it. It actually looks good. All right, so right there is the eagle coming out right on top of the scope.
Yep.
Now is that the Echo 2?
Yeah.
It
No,
is.
no. That's just the that's. I think that's the regular Echo.
Oh, because it looks smaller. I don't know. That could be. You got the 4, right?
No, it's the 3.
Okay, so it's probably the regular one.
Yep. But as you can see, that's the off-axis guider that I've got now, that ZWO, and phew, I can't wait to get rid of that thing.
Yeah, mine doesn't look as impressive as Scott's because his is just a complete monster. Mine is a mini monster.
He's being humble.
No, it's a mini monster. It's only an 80 millimeter scope. Waiting on my 120 still, which I'll never get.
Right.
So
that's you can see the battery there, by the way. You see there is the here. I'll zoom in on it. That's the Goal Zero down there.
Yep.
But yeah, so
yeah.
Let's see here. I'll end this so you can okay. You can go ahead and wipe it out.
And then it's so easy to do this. It's amazing. All right. So did I put it? Oh, it is live. Okay. So let's see. So here's my little guy.
Yeah.
And
you got to show him your new logo too,
Oh yeah. So basically I got mine set up a little differently. I got mine set up kind of weird. So so this is not the ZWO50. I think is yours. No, you got the off-axis guider on that. So
yeah. I run the 174 mini through that off-axis guider, and I'll be using that same camera through the MOAG. So
yeah. So right now I got the Evo Guide 50 millimeter, which is nice. It matches well with my Esprit 80, another Skywatcher. So remember when we talk about branding, I guess I stayed Skywatcher, but I kind of did. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. There is a video out there by Amy Astro regarding this type of setup, how she makes it. And I forget the name of it, but take a look up at Amy Astro's. It says some sort of telescope setup and how she does it with the 2 dovetails. And that's what I did. But now I'm starting to move away from that because the 120's coming. So I want to get the telescope closer to the center of mass because the telescope for the 120 is going to be like all the way out here in the tree somewhere. And I want to get away from these spacers and stuff like that. So yes, I believe it is a Yeti product. Isn't Goal Zero Yeti? Yeah.
Yeah. The Yeti is Goal Zero, not the other way around. Goal Zero is the that's the company. Yeti is the product.
Okay.
Yep. Yeti's the product.
And then I got the Primal Luce actually set up sideways.
Nice.
And the reason why I did that, and here's my theory behind it, and it may be a little crazy, but the telescope is right side. The telescope mount is right side heavy. So I said, okay, let's have the power cables on the left side because the power cables are on the other side, and maybe it'll help with the guiding because it'll even out the drag a little bit. Yep. And I haven't tried it either way, so I don't know, apples to apples. I mean, I don't know, but And then I got my S-Big camera on the back with my Moonlight focuser and Prima Luce Lab rings. It's a mishmash. Apertura here, Stellar Mate risers, and William Optics dovetail. So I went crazy, and I was Tom's first customer in McDonald's in Prima Luce USA. I was Tom's first invoice, and I have all the stuff sitting here. I'm just waiting on those spacers, Tom. So
Nice.
if you're out there, I hope you sent them because I'm kind of waiting on those spacers. But hopefully you know who paid the bill. But you know, but that's it. That's it. I'll turn this guy off, and that's my setup. And if you want a size, the winner of the size king is definitely Scott. But if you want something with an ugly fat person next to a telescope, there you go. So that's the kind of size of what's going on. And of course it's cloudy. I got that one sucker hole right there by the tree, right there. And other than that, that's it. So yeah, it's on a pier in my backyard in Bortle 8, Long Island. So
Yep. Nice.
So that's what I got going on. I'll turn that guy off. And you're back. So
20 and 30 millimeter spacers out today. Yeah.
All I need is this much. That's all I need is this much. but
nice.
Any other way to connect the Eagle other than the Eagle Wi-Fi? Yeah, absolutely, Jared. You can go right through your home Wi-Fi.
That's what I do.
That's what I do. I don't bother with the Eagle. And if you're so inclined, there is a Cat 5 input on there that you could hardwire it, run a kill. I actually, on certain nights, I'll explain my spacers in a second, Tarek. I know you. I'll explain why it's an 80 millimeter, but I'll explain why in a second. I get your reasoning why. What the hell do you need that for? But I'll tell you why. So you could hardwire it, right? You could hardwire it. You could use your home Wi-Fi. Just have a decent either bridged access point somewhere in your backyard, and get an Eero if you want. If you're so inclined to buy an Eero or an Orbi or something like that, where you can build your own mesh network and add on what do they call them, beacons, wherever you want around the house. What do you think, Scott? What do you use for Wi-Fi?
I went for just a wireless access point.
Yeah.
And that wireless access point, I mean, I got that thing has got more than enough reach for anything I need. And, and it ties in seamlessly right to the Eagle. You just configure it, for the wireless access point. Configure your wireless access point for your home network, and once that's done, man, I can be in my bedroom. I can be in the office. I can go up in the living room. Doesn't matter where I am in the house.
Nope.
I can control that scope. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah. The only thing I have a problem with, I got dead spots when I'm walking with a laptop. Like if I'm doing like a polar alignment, let's say, or rotating the camera because I have a manual rotator, waiting on the Arco. But I like walk right through my patio, and right at the door of my patio, my internet shuts off, even though I'm standing right under an Eero. and for whatever reason, it switches over. I guess it's going from one part of the mesh to another part of the mesh. And he uses Deco Wi-Fi 6 mesh. Yeah, of course you did, Tom. You're an animal. That's why. Yeah. So Tarek, my spacer thing. Okay, so here's the thing with 80 millimeter refractors. Sometimes the dew shield is just too damn big. And what happens is that the dew shield extends so much further than you want to put it where the rings are. So you just really want to put the rings on top of the dovetail, right? That's what you really want to do. But because the dew shield extends further than the width of your rings, it's hitting the dovetail. So all I need is 10 more millimeters. That's all I need. It's like I need like a quarter of an inch more, and I can do what I want to do. But I need that little bit of space, and I still want to have the telescope closer to the center of mass, so I don't put more undue stress on the belts in the EQ6R. And that's where I want to do it. Plus, I want to make it a little bit easier to set up. So now I'm gonna have two setups in my backyard now, which is gonna be nice. I can't wait.
Didn't Jason do something with counterbalancing? You know, in a weird way, he was trying to counterbalance for the deck instead of the right ascension. The main weights, he had weights going off.
Yeah, weights going off the side.
Yeah, off the side. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had that special rig, you know,
Yeah.
that had them hanging out off the side, so he could.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he had, not only did he have the weights coming on, you know, on the regular the counterweight bar,
Mm-hmm.
but he made another counterweight bar that came out the side.
Off the side.
that he had, like, what was it, 100 gram, 200 gram,
Yeah,
whatever.
small little dudes.
The little
Yeah.
small little donuts
Yeah.
that he would kind of, so it was weighted perfectly, and it works for him. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and that's what he likes to do. So I mean, he is a techie guy by heart. You know, he is.
I'm not laughing at him. I
No.
think it's freaking awesome that he even thought of that.
No, but you know, and Jason's gonna smack me in the backhand for saying, I know there's some people out there that are, I guess, overly analytical, I guess, over things, and you know what, and that's okay. That's something that I am losing for, because I'm sure that there are things that are wrong with my mount. If I was a little bit more analytical, that it would be better. But you know what? I am the guy. This is me. I am the guy. Give it to me fast. Give it to me nice, and I'll pay for it. I don't care. I'll pay. I don't. This pier, you think I put that in myself? Hell no, I didn't. I got my two buddies from McDonald's, gave them a couple $100, paid for the materials, and they dug the hole for me.
Yep.
Added the rebar, belled out the bottom, the whole thing, and I said, "This is what I want," and he did it for me. And thank you, Roberto at Sharp Colors is the name of his business. So thank you so much.
Nice.
I want to buy a second scope for my dual imaging system. Any recommendation? Two things. Cheaper second scope, not same scope as the first. Well,
what's the first one he's got?
Yeah, there you go.
What's the first one you got, Tariq? I mean, if it's a long focal length, you know, go with a Rasa. Go with the Rasa 8.
Well, I'm wondering if he is trying to combine. Are you trying to combine the two images?
Oh, yeah. Then, yeah.
I don't know if you're just looking for one to get deeper. Sure, Ross would be nice.
Yeah, I've seen guys put those dual Rosses, those dual 11s. You know.
Yeah.
Side by side, crazy setup.
Yeah, it's a little much for me. I don't have the space. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. So
right.
90
millimeter.
So he's got a 90 millimeter triplet. So you're going to combine the two photos. So
once. Oh. Okay.
Are you confused now? Because I'm confused now.
Using the same field of view scopes.
Well, you don't have to have the same field of view scopes in order to combine the photos. You could use one that has a larger field, and then let's say take you're gonna have to image scale them down a little bit or up a little bit depending on what you're doing. Like, for example, who is it? Jason's picture of the horse head and the Orion Nebula and the Running Man all together was I think it was a 200 millimeter camera lens that he used for the grand all the star field, and then he took the Running Man and the M42 with the horse head with an 8-inch Schmidt or something, and he just to get the detail, and then scaled them down to fit the star field. So he's got this huge star field with the nice, and he kind of feathered
Sure.
it. Maybe.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's
I think
composite, like a mosaic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But he didn't have to mosaic it because he
Mhm.
just took a 200mm camera lens and just plopped everything on there.
Nice. He says, no, I
Oh,
used one
Tom.
with RGB.
Tom, you don't have to do that, man. Don't take apart your rig for me, please. Don't do that. Don't do that. I can wait. It's okay. No problem. Don't do that. I don't want your rig to be out, and I don't want you to be out. But
Yeah, not a mosaic.
so yeah, so no. I use one with RGB and the other one with narrowband. Okay, so you want a second 90mm or similar. Now, what's the focal length of that 90mm? I guess would be the next question.
90? That's got to be what? Upwards of 600?
It depends on the scope. I mean, my 80 is only 400, and then my, let's see, the 100, the 102 was about 650 or 700.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Similar field of view. 400. Okay.
it's
540
540. All
millimeter.
right, so
Yeah.
540. So 540.
That's 6. Yep.
Oh yeah, that would be smart. You know, that would be smart if I did the math, but I was too lazy. So and then an APS-C camera. So you could use an APS-C camera on both. You want a 90mm, another about equal 540. What about well, I would tell you go the Esprit 100 isn't bad, but that's
Nope.
also 2,500, I believe.
Never ever cheap out on lenses and
Nope.
glass, man.
Yep. Absolutely. The Esprit,
Never ever.
yeah, I was close. The Esprit 100 is 550.
So it's doable.
No.
4/3.
No.
Yeah. So
That's
he's shooting
okay.
an APS-C and a 4/3.
That's okay. That's all right. Use the 100. It all depends on how much you spent. I don't know how much you spent on the 90. So, all right, right now the 100's going for 2,500, right? Yeah, 2,500.
Yeah.
So, but it's 540. It's only 10 millimeters off, which is pretty darn close. Tom, why is Italy holding 10mm spaces on you? That's kind of like, holding getting 99 out of 100, or keeping the penny for change or something like that. That's spacers. God.
Right.
Where did 351mm come into play?
That's with his focal reducer, I think, isn't it?
Did I miss that one? Oh, okay. So he's got. Oh man, what do you got? The Apex there? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's running the 0.65 focal.
Yeah. Let's see. So I would have to pull that on astronomy.tools to kind of, but if you're using both at 351, the 4/3 should be just a bit wider than APS-C, if I remember right. And I could bring this up for you to take a look.
Is this is all going on the same mount, Tariq? It's on the same mount. What mount are you using?
And so I apologize. If you're using the same scope to scope, the APS-C chip will be wider and a bigger field of view than the 4/3.
Yeah. Oh, it's a much bigger chip.
Yeah.
APS-C right now is king.
Yep. Hey, Pete. Pete Proul is on. For those of you guys who don't know who Pete Proul is, Pete Proul is one of the runners of IP for AP and the Masters of Pix Insight classes that they've been doing an awesome job with. And the next one is actually coming up on the 20th, if I remember right. I can't wait for that. Talk about mosaics. And how to do mosaics, and I can't wait to see the special sauce. So I want to see the special sauce. So
yeah, you can't beat their classes either. $35.
Yeah,
can't beat that with a stick.
So go to mastersofpixinsight.com and check them out. And you know what? And Pete, you could answer me if you can. That I believe it's retro, so you can purchase those.
Yep.
Purchase those classes, even though that they're no longer live. You can still get the information and all the data for processing to follow along at $35. So I mean,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you could do that. So go check them out. And also they do raffle prizes at the end, and I just won one. I won one. I finally won a raffle. It's been like 40 years. I've never won a raffle ever. And I won one at Masters of Pix Insight, $100 for Optolong. So thank you. Can I put up a link? Yes, I can put up a link for that. Absolutely. I'll do that right now.
Masters of Pix Insight. It's awesome.
And
yeah, their Pix Insight for newbies is great. For anybody that's out there that hasn't used Pix Insight, their first couple of classes that they do definitely will help you out.
And copy and
yeah.
And paste, and there it is. That's the mastersofpixinsight.com. So feel free to go and check that out. Those guys are awesome. You got, I'm going to butcher his last name again. I'm sorry, Warren, but Warren Kellner, and my buddy Ron Breacher. They and I've taken private lessons with Ron, and you want to know anything about, and the both of them are, and I don't know if Pete is, but I know definitely, and Pete, you could answer me. So if I forgot, I apologize. But I know that Ron and Warren are both Pix Insight ambassadors.
Mm-hmm.
So they are like, and also and I don't want to shy away from him as well. But Adam Block also has some really great stuff as well, and all three of them are Pixite ambassadors.
I'll be right back.
Yep. You got it, Pete. No problem. I'm busy running the websites. Yeah, well, yeah, and you know what, Pete? You guys do an awesome job over there. So the Pix Insight walkthroughs that you have, all that stuff is really cool, and it's to the point where it's technical, but not crazy technical. Where I'm like, I think I'm talking to an engineer over at some sort of university. Sometimes it's a little much. They call him the puppet master. What do you got going? I see
the other one's awesome.
Yeah. Rogelio.
Yep. And it comes with the the main book, and then it's got the reference guide as well. But what's really cool about these is that along with the hard copy, you get a digital copy.
Yeah,
of
for
both books,
yeah.
which is freaking awesome because it's all word searchable.
Yep.
You know?
Since we're plugging the IP for AP too, I may as well pull this one out. And this is
Oh yeah.
Warren A. Keller's book,
There you
Inside
go.
Pix Insight.
Yep.
They're both awesome resources. This one and this one, they take way two different total approaches to Pix Insight.
Yep.
But they're both awesome references. So if you ever have any ideas to that you think about, just want to know more about a process or a script or something like that, these are awesome resources. And I believe Pete, if you want to confirm this, and I think Warren confirmed at the last class that the third edition is in process.
Nice.
So look out for that.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes, I have to buy that book, or 2 books it is. It's the Mastering Pix Insight is 2 books, like Scott mentioned.
Yep. You got the main and you got the reference guide.
The reference guide's like a quick start kind of thing.
Yep.
And then you got the really in-depth book. So if you guys are watching the chats, Pete just confirmed that the third is on the way. There's way more than one way to skin a cat with Pix Insight, and there is. There are so many things in Pix Insight that there's so many. It's like Windows. There's so many processes that you will never ever use, but they're there for that one time that you're gonna need it. So
Baskin Robbins, baby.
telling you, except it's more like 108 flavors instead of 32.
Right.
But yeah, these books are a different cookie compared to Turn Left. Well, Turn Left at Orion is definitely different. Turn Left at Orion by, I'm going to butcher this guy's name too, Guy Cosmologo. I think that he's from Italy. And that book, I actually have, I think there's 4 editions now of that book. I have them somewhere. I think it's upstairs in my closet. But Turn Left at Orion is really, really cool for you observers out there. And that is a great book as well. So, I mean, if you get a chance to pick that up and you're an astronomy observer that likes to do visual, that is an awesome book. Again, it's two different schools now. We got observational astronomy and astrophotography.
Yeah.
As I dropped both my books, but
yeah. Well, I mean, as a landscape photographer, a portrait photographer, I can tell you, I spent years polishing that craft, and I was looking for a challenge, and I figured, hey, astrophotography, this looks good, and I had no clue how deep that rabbit hole was. Holy cow. Yeah, it definitely provided that challenge, and getting into that, you better love to read.
Yeah. Yeah. It's either that or University of YouTube.
Yeah, that too. Oh yeah.
There's a ton of YouTube stuff out there, and I wish that there was, when I was starting, and I'm sure you do too, Scott, that technology was in a way so advanced that we had the resources more readily to I mean, I started astrophotography with 35 millimeter film.
Mm-hmm.
And I very quickly took my nice Minolta Maxim camera and put it on a shelf. so when you sit there and you take your pictures all night, and then you got to wait a week for the photo mat to develop it, and you get it back a week later, and you're so excited to see what you got. And you just got you all you did was move, but you just got now a blob of light, and that's what you get. So I was very disappointed about that. And so I stopped until we entered the digital age. But I think it's super cool that we have resources like YouTube,
oh my gosh,
even Facebook too. You just got to be careful with you got to be careful with all the social media stuff. But what's my view with the uptick in smartphone?
It's kind of like smartphone portrait photography. You know, it just it's okay for some things, but you know, I'll show you what I mean. There is no way that an iPhone is going to do what this does.
No.
No way.
No.
No way.
Nope.
That's a 105 millimeter f1.4. There's no way that an iPhone is going to do what this does. No way. It has its place, but if you want really good portraits, this is where you're going.
Yeah, well, you know, there is a place for the iPhone and iPhone photography.
Absolutely.
You know, it's a great place to start. You buy, I think I have one here. You buy one of these guys, if I have it still. I got to move the Asado out of the way. No, I don't even have it anymore. Oh wait, no, hold on. It's over here. It's in I do have it. Who is it? My friend was talking to me about my Astro bunker here. There we go. This is part of my bunker stuff.
There you go.
And you get something like this.
Yep.
And this is the best, as far as I'm concerned, this is the best one on the market right now for iPhone or phone compatibility. This is the Celestron Nex YZ.
Nice.
And it fits many different types of cameras. And it goes all the way up here because this is where you would put your eyepiece, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and it'll fit. I mean, look at how far this goes. I mean, this will fit a good 2-inch eyepiece. So if you want to do eyepiece projection photography, that's good. And it turns on 3 axes. Okay, so I'll try and hold it like this so you can see. So you got this knob here, which will move the eyepiece piece up and down like this, so you get closer and further away to the eyepiece.
Right.
And then you got these 2 knobs in the back that move the camera right and left and up and down.
How wide does that open?
What?
The where you put your device?
Oh, here?
Yeah. Yeah, you could put an iPad mini in there.
No, it's not that big.
It's not that wide?
It's not. Maybe like I'll put my phone in there. This is the iPhone 11. That's the iPhone 11. Yeah. Okay, and I could still actually I can't go out much further than that because
so it's smaller than I'm seeing.
I just popped it out because what you could do is by accident is you just want to be careful with this. If you try and put something out that's a little wider, but you can pull it out. And now you know, so now you got to. It just goes back in, no problem. Right. It goes back in, but you just don't want to. It's literally like the iPhone 11 with a case. Right. I mean, this is the best one, and it's solid. It's not plastic. It's not garbage. I can drop it and it's fine. Whereas there's another one made out by Carson. Looks like a fish, and it's all plastic and it doesn't hold phones and it's not very, you know. But it's only $5 cheaper than the Nex YZ, and so Christian, you're right. You could use them with binoculars. Anything with an eyepiece or an ocular, I should say, not even an eyepiece, but an ocular, you could use it for.
Use your iPhone for, use them with a DOB.
Yeah. You know what the iPhone's really good for? Everyone's freaking making fun of me now. All right, so now you're gonna make me take the camera off. All right, you're gonna get dizzy for a second. You're gonna go spinny round. So now I'm gonna take the camera off the thing, and because you guys are making fun of me, okay. So, come on, focus. Oh shoot, why is it not focusing?
Maybe not.
No, hold on.
There it goes.
Okay. So that is the bunker, and we'll move the lights. I'll move the lights so you can see the bunker. There you go. Now see, I'm keeping my secrets away, so you can't see what's in there. So, but that's the bunker, and then I got all these up here. cleaning supplies, hand controllers,
Oh, yeah.
ADM spacers, 2 heaters, cables, all this. I got like 20 of these things. So, and that's the new computer. Well,
Yeah.
but I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. That's not even including the stuff that I have in storage. So now if I can only take pictures, I'll be fine.
There's my.
So what's that?
I was just looking for the one boudoir shot that I had. Oh, there it is, right there. Let's see. Pull that up. There we go. I'll pull that over there. Okay, now come
Just
back.
tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, go ahead. And it's right.
You're not ready.
Hold on. How
do I
choose? How do I choose which screen?
Just do screen 1.
Oh, screen 1. Hold on.
Do you have 2 screens?
I do.
So is your second screen where your photo is?
Oh, that's why. It's because it's full screen. Let me just minimize that full screen. There we go. Now I can pull it over there. There we go. Okay, now you should be able to pull it up.
Yeah. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, somebody labeled that my boudoir shot.
Dan has 2 houses, one for him and one for his gear. Is there visiting time for your museum? DansGearStore.com. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff. And you know what I think I'll do is the next time, because it's like 9:14 and I love hanging out with you guys, but it has been an hour and 15 minutes, and
time flies.
And I love doing this stuff, but again, I really want to get out to and I appreciate all you guys coming out and checking out what I'm trying to do here and what Scott's trying to help with, and what Astro World and Astro Playground is trying to do. And we're really both trying to reach out to the community and help any way we can. I mean, and not only help, but learn from everybody else as well.
Learn.
Is that about right, Scott? So
that's exactly
I don't know
right.
if you want to add anything into that.
No, that's exactly right. That's our whole heart is to create a consortium of astrophotographers that are like-minded and want to not only share their knowledge base but learn from each other, and increase and better their craft.
Yeah. And Scott and I will be the first ones to tell you we are not perfect. I'll be the first one to tell you. The other night I was imaging and forgot to take off my lens cap, and I thought my telescope was broke. So I mean, it happened. We all make silly mistakes, and it happens. And a good question is how long it takes you to collect them and why you chose them. I'm guessing you mean choosing telescopes, collecting photos. I need some help with that. If you could just quantify that.
How long it takes you to collect them, and you choose them.
Hey, I see Mark Ellis jumped on.
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's it. That's why we're all getting off now, Mark. We just saw you. I love Mark. Mark's good people. Everything. All right. So okay. So let's see.
Been
I guess
for years, man.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. You're pretty broad there, Tarek. I mean, you're not helping us with topics. You just everything. Just do everything. It's okay. Don't worry about it. But
I started with a Nikon 1 about 35 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think my first camera was a Pentax K1000.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember the model number, and the Olympus OM1, if I remember right. I think those were the 2 I started with. I got them. Yep. I got them for like $299 back in 87, 88, 89, somewhere around there. Bye,
Yep.
Pete. Have a good night. See you on the 20th. And then after that, I purchased my Minolta Maxim. That was my first expensive real 35 millimeter camera. And
Yeah. If you guys have ever shot with, like color chrome or ectochrome,
Yeah.
anything like that color, and a lot of the standard black and white film stuff. My father worked for Eastman Kodak company for 30 years as a chemist. The last 10 years of his employment there, he was their senior chemist. When he left Kodak, he had 13 patents to his name.
Wow.
And if you've ever shot with color chrome or ectochrome, that's my dad.
Oh, wow.
That's my dad. Yep.
Oh, and I guess that's how you got into photography then.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I can remember when I was 4 or 5 years old, him taking me into the camera club at Kodak at the big building, and going down into those. I can still smell the chemicals. I can see. I close my eyes. I can see the enlargers. I can smell the chemicals, and yeah, that's where I cut my teeth. Was
Wow.
black and white photography and learning to to use the enlargers and the chemical. Yeah, it was great. It was an awesome experience, and it stayed with me. And the advent of digital photography changed everything.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my dad, but the first thing I got from my dad was figuring out how to water down liquor without him knowing it. So, so that's it. So I figured out really quick, even though I liked whiskey, not to water down the whiskey because it's a lot easier to water down the vodka because it's clear. So
right, doesn't change color.
So yeah, I watered down a bottle of 15-year-old IW Harper for my dad. He went to go take a drink after drinking all night. And he literally took a shot and spit it in my face. Said, what the hell is this crap?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. It tastes fine to me, Dad. Don't worry about it. But
man,
he only started film after. That's interesting. Only after digital.
Yeah, black and white film photography it's kind of like what LPs have done. How vinyl has made a resurgence.
Yep.
And it's the same with black and white photography. A lot of people love shooting black and white photography.
Yeah.
It just Ansel Adams he hit on something. With black and white photography, the detail and such you can get out of that is just incredible, and it's still very, very popular. A lot of people still do it.
No,
it's boutique.
Yep.
It's boutique, but it's still very popular.
No, it's it's kind of like you don't really get a. I know people. Oh yeah, I shoot black and white with my DSLR. No, you don't. You shoot grayscale. You don't shoot black and white. You shoot grayscale. No. I don't care how many effects you can put on it. It's not black and white.
Still got that bear.
Yeah, that's why I remember there was a movie that came out and I forget which one it was. It was all in black and white, but they actually filmed it in black and white, 35 millimeter film camera, and I forget which. It's not Sweeney Todd. It was about this film guy, and I forgot what it was. But the film won an Academy Award for it for photography and everything. But it was just awesome. Think about just a Young Frankenstein. I mean, that was black and white film. It wasn't color making to be make believe black and white. It was actually black and white. You could see the black, you could see the white, not everything gray. But
yeah, great Gene Wilder film.
Oh, the
freaking awesome movie.
Put the candle back.
Yeah, the only thing better than the movie was the blooper reel.
I never saw the blooper reel.
Frankenstein.
I don't
she just have you splitting your sides laughing.
Great movie. Great movie.
Yeah. Yep.
But anyway, it's coming up on 9:30. I don't know if you want to bring up anything else, Scott. But it's a pleasure as always. What knockers, yeah. Yep. You gotta love Terry Garr. But I'm dating myself now, I think maybe. But But yeah, so I love doing this. On Monday nights, it's nice. It's laid back. It's kind of chill, and we talk about astrophotography. So this is going to be something that's going to be going on at least. Maybe I could lower this a little bit so you could see less of my head. There we go. That So are all or most astrophotographers here came from photography? I will tell you this: Scott is.
Mm-hmm.
I am definitely not. Zero. I work for
Jason
McDonald's.
is.
Well, Jason is. Yeah, Jason
Yep.
is. I don't think Eric is. Um, this is going to be a weekly thing, Mark. Just 8 to 9 usually. We're running a little late because we're just having too much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like we always run late on everything I do. I would probably have to say many people. I know many people like Scott, who are like major portrait astrophotographers or landscape astrophotographers that really go. I want to take those pictures that I see in textbooks of the Andromeda Galaxy and stuff like that. And when you go from landscape, and correct me if I'm wrong, Scott, when you go from landscape, terrestrial, or portrait photography to go into the realm of astrophotography, it's a completely different monster,
Oh
right?
yeah, completely. It's completely different. It really is. There are some principles that cross over, yes, but you better be ready for a challenge.
Yeah.
That rabbit hole is definitely deep, you
Whew.
know. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Mark will
I
tell you.
mean, yeah, you can. I do, stuff just real quick. If you look at this one here, you can go ahead and share that.
Oh, yeah.
This is up in New York. Um, that's that's right here near my home on off of Lake Ontario. It's one of the piers going out into Lake Ontario.
Is that an HDR shot? That looks
Oh, it's a long exposure, 30-second mosaic, 2-panel mosaic.
that's awesome.
Yep, that's one of my favorite shots. That's looking out over, but that's what I cut my teeth in is um, landscape photography, and of course I love portrait photography, and so and I do lots of portraits and things, but astrophotography, it's a whole nother challenge. I mean, if you guys are looking, anybody that's out there it's just getting into it, definitely stay tuned. Astro World on Wednesdays, what Dan's doing here on Mondays and possibly other days coming up. And like he said, University of YouTube, man.
Yeah, man.
Lots of reading, but it's you know what, I'll tell you this. I when I got that C14 up and running, and we pointed it at M81, and it was the very first time that I had an image capture, and I think it was like a 4-minute exposure on M81.
Gotcha.
And all of a sudden it came into view, and it was the very first time that I pointed that scope at something deep, and it came in. It's almost impossible to describe what that feeling was like to see that for the first time. It was really, really wild. And I knew at that point I was hooked.
I'm trying to find this picture that I took. I took one decent picture, I think, ever. And I mean, I'm sure I've taken a couple of them, but like, for some reason, I was like into like kind of clouds for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't find, like when we were on cruises, I would just sit up and try and take pictures of clouds and stuff. And I did some weird pictures. I'll show you. Let's see if I can find it. Well, actually, I'll show this stuff. This is kind of stuff that I was into for a little bit. And if I could get this a little bit bigger first before I, is there a zoom here? I'll just share it anyway. Let's see. And of course, I can't make it any bigger. Why can't I make it bigger? This is because I'm in a browser. That's why. Hold on. That sucks. Oh, I'm on the Eagle. That's why.
Uh-huh. There you go.
And no, it's not on the Eagle.
Was the lightning?
Yeah, it's
Lightning
some
shot?
lightning. Yeah,
Mhm.
so and save.
Yeah, and there are a lot of great peripherals that you can get for your camera to do stuff like that. There's a Pluto trigger for lightning. There's it's the one that I use. It's not Pluto, it's a different one. But there are several good lightning triggers out there that are freaking awesome.
No, I actually did these with like that's one.
Oh yeah.
I did these just by taking video and pausing it and
Oh,
kind of.
nice. Yep. Yep. Yeah, lightning shots are awesome.
I don't know what that is.
That looks like a video.
Yeah, it was. That's why I stopped it. I don't know what's there. And
Yep, that's it. The MyOps. That's the one I have, Mark. Yep.
oh, here we go. This.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was from a boat.
Yep.
I was playing around with different shutters.
Yep.
I just like that class. This is our honeymoon, I think.
Nice. Yeah. Yep, that's right, Tariq. MyOps.
So,
Yep.
I get
MyOps
this.
trigger.
Yep. I heard of that. Oh, sorry.
Water drop,
I
they
just
have
shut you off.
lightning,
Sorry,
all
I
kinds.
thought it shut off my camera, but I shut you off. So sorry.
No big deal.
All right. That's it. I'm done.
Okay.
All right. So for those of you guys that are watching, this is going to be a weekly thing on Monday nights. Like last week we had Tom Bramwell. This week we got Scott. Scott may show up every other night if he's not doing anything. He's more than welcome. Did I have similar to that? I got a word in photography in the past. Yeah, I don't submit anything. I just do it for my own thing. Maybe eventually I'll feel like my photos don't suck and I'll send them to somebody. But I always think that my photos suck, no matter how many times people tell me that they're good. But so I guess that's the artist in all of us. I think all of us as astrophotographers or artists or whatever you want to call it, I think we're all perfectionists to a point, and the perfection is your eye and what you think is good. So don't let anybody tell you anything different. If it's good to you, it's good. If it's enough data, it's enough data. Don't say that. You know what? Don't let somebody change your vision of what you think what you think M42 is supposed to look like because somebody else took a picture of it on AstroBin and you want it just like that. Now that may be your goal. That may be your goal, and I use that. I use AstroBin all the time and say, well, you know what? Let me see what kind of. We were talking about this the other night, right?
Yep.
You know, we look on AstroBin, we see what people have similar rigs that we have and how to get the results. And but if you think it's good for you, stop. You don't need 85 hours on an object if you don't need it. You know, there's something called the law of diminishing returns where, if you don't know what that is, look it up. So basically what it says is you could get performance up to a certain point, and then the amount of time you spend versus the impact that you're going to make on your camera is a lot less. So, and I think I just lost Scott. Scott went black. Oh, there we go. Scott's back. But yeah, so guys, have a good night. Catch us on Wednesday night. We may have some. I'm going to give everybody forewarning on Wednesday night show. Going to have some bumps in the road because I'm running it again. So
Jason's got a gig.
Do not be surprised if the show's on for 10 minutes and we lose everything. I mean, so I hope that doesn't happen. But hopefully Jason is working at a show that he does in Las Vegas. He drove there yesterday, so he is not going to be able to make it this week. And so it's going to be myself, Eric, Tyler, and Scott are going to be on.
Yep.
And and Christian, you're welcome anytime. All you guys, thank you for showing up. Go check out Scott's channel on Astro Playground. Go check out IP for AP. Masters of Pix Insight, Prima Luce Labs, ZWO, check them all out. There's not one, just because it's a sharp scalpel doesn't mean it's good for the job. So make sure you have the scalpel that fits your job.
Absolutely.
If that's a good analogy. I'm not even sure if that's a good analogy or not, but whatever. It's late. And don't forget Astro World TV on, of course, on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully by the next time I do this, I'll have some things in the beginning, like I used to have, and we'll figure it out. So thanks, guys. Yeah, we're just playing around, just being funny.
Yeah, having a good time.
Thanks, Scott. Great vids from Jim.
Very good. Very good. Excellent.
So, all right. Have a good night, guys, and we'll see you. And as always, remember to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you next time. Have a good night. All right. Bye-bye.